So I hope you guys are doing good. I'm gonna be jamming away here, and we can speak about anything you want to. I'll be sort of practicing and shredding and jamming and just trying to get my shots up to tempo. So by the way, this is a really cool backing track by GMC instructor Darius Wave, and it's called 90s Metal Shop. I'm trying some Phrygian dominant here, seems to work. The problem is I haven't really practiced this scale to be comfortable enough to switch positions, so I'm kind of stuck with the Phrygian dominant. But if I think of it as a harmonic minor, it gets a little bit easier. I think. Now the problem when I think of it as a harmonic minor is that all my other kind of theory tricks don't work as well when I don't kind of hear the right tonality. So it's not a good method. It's only good for like fast runs. By the way, I'm trying a different audio setup now because I've been struggling a little bit with my live stream audio quality recently. So hopefully this is okay. If you guys have any feedback for me, it always makes things easier. Like it's okay, or yeah, we can't really hear you, or the guitar is not loud enough, or something like that. But hopefully you can see and hear me okay. So let's see if we can find another backing track here. Hey there, man! So I'm in E minor, if you guys want to tune in. So you can play the pentatonic scale on the 12th position. Pretty cool. Let's see if we can find another backing track here. We had a cool one here. Where was it? I had a cool one. Come on. Maybe this one. Melodic rock solo. Let's try it. Kiro, what's up, my man? Good to see you here. I know you've been working hard. I was a little bit off, but I got back there. Thank you, Coca. Yes, Kiro, well spotted. I'm in F sharp. Ian, thanks so much, man. Seabone, thanks so much, man. Yeah, tone is cool. I'm using my Mesa Boogie Mark V, and I rearranged the setup a little bit so you get a more direct, you can hear the sound a little bit better, hopefully. Brian, what's up, my man? Oh, by the way, I'm jamming over a really cool backing track by my fellow GMC instructor Guido Bungenstock. The lesson is called Melodic Rock Solo, but I'm just using the jam track of the lesson, not any of the licks, though they are cool as well. By the way, just feel free to stop me. I'm just shredding away here, but if you have anything you're wondering about, we can definitely dive into that. Liquids! Thanks, man! On my phrasing, thanks so much. So you're digging it. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been working hard on getting back my shops. They've been horrible during summer, and during spring I was writing a lot of material, which is cool for the musical shops, but it's not that good for the finger shop. So right now I've been focusing on just getting back my shops, and I know that I'm going to have more time on my hands the coming months, so it makes sense to have good shops because I can do more stuff, and I can explain stuff better, and hopefully inspire you a bit better. And that's playing in with the phrasing. Of course, I'm not quite as technically limited as I am when I'm not really in the game. So it's really fun to be back, and I always have these phases where I go up and down. So practice and play a lot of shop stuff, and then I get kind of sick of it too much, so I start looking at the phrasing, and then the shop part goes down, but the phrasing kind of goes up, and I don't know, I haven't found a way around it. It's just the way I work as a human being. I focus on something intensely, and then I have to sort of move on to get back to that. It's always been like that. F sharp, join me. That's something I do a lot. I call that bouncy phrasing. So it's just a way to, I don't know, play with a bit more staccato, but also with a bit more groove. So instead of just doing, which is cool, then I do this kind of thing. And it's a combination of like staccato hammer-ons from nowhere. So, but also hybrid picking or a hybrid legato. So I'm using legato. Yeah, and you can definitely do this with arpeggio. So minor 7, or even like major 7 if we can fit that in. But I also do a lot of different arpeggios, right? So I like to not only do the classic sweeping, right? That kind of thing. But also like more arpeggio-based phrasing. And in order to achieve that, again, I rely a lot on hybrid legato. So instead of doing like the classic shape, you know, that's like the first position in F sharp minor. It's really heavy on the sweeping. So instead of doing that, I might do, if you look at my right hand, it's the same notes, whoa, the same notes, but played very differently, right? And that allows me to kind of squeeze some more phrasing juice out of those arpeggios. Noel, what's up, my man? So yes, we can definitely play this a bit slower. So let's do it in E minor, because that's what people are comfortable with, I think. So you might have seen like this. Very common, like E minor arpeggio, and if you want to get, it's just 15, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, right? And you kind of flatten with your finger like a bar chord, but like a mini bar chord. That would be very basic kind of Yngwie. I did that in my recent new classical arpeggios lesson. It's a very common thing. And if you want to be more extreme and go like the Jason Becker way, you can play like on the 6th string, all 6 strings. So you get 15, 12, 12, 12, 15, or 14, 14, 15, 12. One more time. 15, 12, 12, 12, 14, 14, 15, 12. So that would be like a standard way to do it. And then on the way back up, same notes, but we're sweeping, right? So we kind of re-angle the pick depending on if we're going in this direction or if we're going like that. But what I like to do, instead of doing that, that's good for playing fast, but it's not very good for phrasing. So I do the same note, but played differently. Luke, awesome to have you here, man. So the way I do that is by skipping the B string. So instead of doing 15, 12, 12, 12, I do 15, 12, and then I skip the B string and I play 16 on the G string. And that might seem a little bit weird to you at first, right? But once you get a hang of that, it's kind of cool for phrasing. So I'm going to do it in F sharp now instead. So as opposed to just like the other version, which was just or something, you know, it doesn't make as much musically sense, I think. Oh, need to work on that. So that's one thing I like doing. It's a bit of a weird kind of phrasing thing. So if you grab like the minor 6, which is probably my all-time favorite scale degree, there you have it, and kind of hang on that one. So you do. So it's like, and then you're falling down the stairs. So. I don't know, it's a fun thing to do if you can hear it in action here. Because that note is a little bit off. You cannot really rest on it. And that goes for, many of the notes that might not be contained within like your pentatonic scale. So if you choose any outside note, it's going to sound a little bit weird, some of them really bad, especially if you kind of hang on them and emphasize them. So what I do here is emphasize them just enough for it not to sound too weird, but it's starting to sound weird. So the ears are kind of thinking what's going to happen with that note. And then you have this kind of neoclassical run, which saves the situation. Yes. E is one of our favorite keys as guitarists. Of course, I'm in the key of F sharp right now. So that's what you should never do, mess up the landing note, because then you're kind of screwed. So let's try another backing track just because of that. This is in E minor pentatonic. Typically I run out of ideas a little faster in E minor just because I've done it so much. Thank you, Ian. Thanks so much. Well, let's try it. Let's see if we can find another one. Back to F sharp. Was this the one I just played? I can't remember. Oh, it probably was. Oh, I'm confused. Let's see if we can find another one. of a ballad. I was a bit more in an up-tempo mood, so let's keep on searching a little bit here, see what we can find. That's up-tempo at least. B minor. Yeah, pretty cool. Backing track. So it's by my fellow GMC instructor Guido Bungerstock, and it's called Basic Rock Guitar 16th Rhythm. So it's a pretty challenging backing track because you have to follow the, or I felt I needed to follow it at least. But it was hard as well. I don't know, very challenging but also very cool. So let's see what more we can find. Let's see, maybe this is easier. 88th rhythm. So in E at least. Pretty cool. So it's been a lot of fun. I've been exploring a lot of backing tracks here, and it's been very cool to have you with me. I'll be doing more and more of these live streams. My plan is to do them in my mornings when I'm kind of clear in my head and pretty warmed up. So hopefully that'll be good. And if you want to tune in and ask me questions or just give me random statements, whatever, that's very appreciated because that kind of, you know, keeps the spontaneous flow going. I think that's really what's so cool about these live streams. I don't really know beforehand, or what's the word? I don't know before the session starts what I'm actually going to do and speak about and play, and we kind of decide that as we move along. And I think that's awesome because, I mean, we're all awesome. We're all different. Some of us are awesome. We're all different, and we need to, approach learning in a different way, and that makes it kind of possible to adapt on the fly. What we're learning and teaching here. So that's pretty cool. So thanks so much for tuning in. You've been amazing. I've been Christopher Dahl. Have a good one. See you soon.